Have you ever been curious about how your federal income tax is calculated? Well, you can use one of two methods when it comes to calculating your FIT. But before we get started, if you are a fan of the lessons that I put out, then feel free to hit that subscribe button or give it a like. It is always appreciated, but it is never expected. All right, without further ado, let's get started. So, according to publication 15T of the IRS tax code, when determining the amount of FIT to be withheld from your paycheck, there are two methods that you can use. One is called the wage bracket method, and the other is called the percentage method. As another part of determining your FIT, you need to take into account your filing status, example given, single filing separately, married filing jointly, or head of household, and etc. And also, whether you are taking the standard withholding or claiming allowances on your Form W-4, your pay schedule, and your gross income to determine your tax bracket. Okay? So that being said, our problem here is Ryan started a new job and has submitted a W-4 tax withholding form to his employer, taking the standard withholding and claiming no allowances. Ryan is single and is paid weekly and has a salary-based gross pay of $1,500 per week. Calculates his FIT using the wage bracket method and the percentage method. So in this video, I will be describing both of them, okay? So, that being said, drop the marker. We'll start off with the wage bracket method. So, firstly, over here, I don't know if you're able to see this, but I'll explain it to you. You have your filing status right here, married filing jointly, head of household, or single or married filing separately. And then your wage amount. So this is the at least column, and then the but less than column. And then across it, you have the tentative withholding amount is. And then for these two boxes, under each of these three filing statuses, you have the standard withholding, or if you're claiming allowances on your W-4, you use this one. That being said, let's get into it. So firstly, it's, and it says taking standard deduction, so right here, claiming no allowances, so right away, it's standard withholding. And then it says here, Ryan is single, so single, and is paid weekly, and has a salary-based gross pay of $1,500 per week. Alright? That being said, we'll write it on here. So firstly, Ryan is taking standard withholding. Okay, that's the first one. And then no allowances. Thirdly, we have single. And lastly, gross salary pay of $1,500. Will determine our FIT to be withheld based on this 2025 data right here. Alright, so let's look at it here. It is single or married filing separately, so when we want to look for, and we're taking the standard withholding and finding our wage gap right here. We have at least $1,495, but less than $1,505. Still following me? Alright. So then we go between here and we land at right here, $169. Just like that, you just calculated your FIT to be withheld from your paycheck using this data from publication 15T from the IRS tax code. So that being said, we will go into the percentage method. Now, this one is a little bit more complicated, but don't worry, I'll walk you through it. So no need to panic. Alright? Alright. So again, you're taking the standard withholding. So basically same criteria as what's written here. Okay? That being said, let's calculate this FIT using the percentage method. So, starting off, we have our 2025 percentage method table data right here. And then, again, standard withholding, so we want this category right here, okay? And then we are single, or Ryan is single or married filing separately, in this case. And you'll see these 5 categories here. So these first 2 here discuss the wage gap. Just like in this one, you have a column that says at least you make this amount every week, and then but you make less than this amount every week. And then here you have the tentative amount to withhold is, okay, this amount. And keep in mind, the tentative amount to withhold is the amount calculated in the at least column. It's based off of that number. Alright, let's keep going here. So, and then you plus this percentage. This is your percentage here. And then of the amount that the adjusted wage exceeds is here. Okay? Now, let's find our wage category. So we have at least $1,221. This, but it is less than $2,276. Okay? And based off of this $1,221 nominal figure, okay, let's put this down here. All right. The tentative amount to withhold off of that number is $107.36. But we did not make $1,221 in that week. We made $1,500. So therefore, we must calculate the in excess amount of this $1,221 nominal figure, okay? And to do that, we take $1,500 minus $1,221, and if you calculate that out, you will get $279. All right. Now, this is your in excess amount. This $279 is your in excess amount. All right. And now what you're going to want to do, okay, is take this $279, okay, and you are going to times it by 22%. All right? And if you calculate that out, you'll get $61.38. Sorry if that's not a 6. All right, $61.38. Now, you add that by your tentative amount to withhold, $107.36. What do you get? Well, if you calculate that out, you will get $168.74. Bam, right there. Congratulations. You've just calculated your FIT using the wage bracket method and the percentage method. But, as always, I will post the 2025 FIT data in the description below. So feel free to check that out if you want to calculate it yourself. But, as always, I enjoyed doing this lesson with you, and I hope this helps, and we'll see you in the next video. Oh, and also, one more thing I want to add is when you're using the wage bracket method, you'll notice that it's to the nearest dollar. However, if you're using the percentage method, it's to the nearest cent. So, but pretty much it's not, regardless of what method you use, you're pretty much not going to see much of a difference in the value, So, just wanted to point that out to you, but I hope this helps.